Let's talk about snow. We had a lot of questions, people wanting to know whether or not they're going to have a white Christmas. I don't think the answer is yes. I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're in the Carolinas.
Yeah, for us along the coast, that's a no.
It's a hard no.
I think I saw your colleague Dave Williams give it a 1/4% chance.
Yeah, 0.4, I think, 0.5.
I think it was lower.
Yeah, that was pretty gracious, a couple of days ago. Now it's probably, closer to 0, and I think I can agree with that this time around.
So. Hey, I know someone who has a history about white Christmases, though.
You mean somebody who, keeps climate records and is really smart with data?
Yeah. Wonder who it could be.
I wonder who that could be.
She just got in from dinner. Like that.
I did just get in from dinner, so I'll try and answer some questions about white Christmas.
No pressure, Melissa, but the questions are on the side of the screen tonight.
They are on the side of the screen tonight. Well, let's just first start off with just talking about what exactly is a white Christmas. Some people think about white Christmas as being, the picture perfect Bing Crosby movie with the snow coming down. But climatologically, when we actually talk about a white Christmas, we're actually looking at the probability of having 1 inch of snow on the ground. So that snow could have fallen on December, overnight, Christmas Eve, or it could have fallen on a couple of days prior. But as long as there's 1 inch of snow on the ground, that's actually what the National Centers for Environmental Information, consider as a climatological white Christmas. And with that being said, there really aren't that many places that have a high probability of having a white Christmas, just historically. So the place with the biggest probability of having a white Christmas in the Carolinas is actually, drumroll please, it would be Mount Mitchell, with about a 41% chance of having a white Christmas in any given year. Right behind that is Grandfather Mountain, which is about 24%. But elsewhere in the Carolinas, it's a very small percentage, less than a 10%, even less than a percentage chances in some locations. But that doesn't mean we haven't had white Christmases in the past. Actually, I did some digging around in some of the climate records, and I found instances of that 1 inch criteria in the 1930s, 1945, 1947, 1962, 1963, and probably the big boy that everybody remembers would be 1989, and that was that was more of a coastal event, where even Morehead City had 16 inches of snow on the ground from that event, even on Christmas morning. And that was an event that happened prior to Christmas Day. So, but as for the probability of having a white Christmas this year, it doesn't look good, guys. Doesn't look good.
Melissa,
James, and I can say why, and I'll just share a screen. This is the main reason why, and we're going to use Tropical Tidbits again. This is GFS. Guidance on this, and basically, and this looks like it's likely going to verify. We have a large ridge moving out from the west to the east, and it's going to basically position right over the Carolinas Christmas Day. What that means, on a positive note, is that the weather should be pretty nice and pretty mild below the high, and even up along the western side of it. So it's almost like little to no rain chance for Christmas. So it's going to be nice, and it'll be on the warm side.
You're wrong, Shay. You're wrong. That's not what the polar vortex told me. The polar vortex said there was a chance. Come on now.
I hear you. So I'm just going to do the temperatures real quick. Let's see what the temps may look like. And we're talking 6 days out, so a little bit can change here. But we get into the afternoon. We're looking at low 60s along the South Carolina, Georgia coast, maybe mid to upper 60s towards Florida. A little bit of cool air, upper 40s to near 50 for highs up in North Carolina. But you get into the next day after that, you get it back up into the 60s. So pretty much the chances are very, very low for anything to happen along the coastal areas. Now the mountains, as Melissa said, you got to be watching. They still have some percentage of chance up that way.